Next up here on this beautiful Indian summer afternoon, the doors open, 75 degrees, man oh man, what else could you ask for? So anyways, this is a drive shaft for Nappy Automotive. It's for one of his customers, and it's a 52 Chevy, so round fender Chevy pickup with a 421 cubic inch dark block, small block, so small block architecture, the traditional Chevy small block in it, but 421 cubic inch, so that's a big small block. Knowing Joe, this thing's tuned up, so it's that 421 small block, and the change in the transmission led to a change in the drive shaft, and the drive shaft was not old, and it was nicely painted, real nicely painted, like body shop kind of paint. I think that I can tell by the weld profile that this was built by my buddy Boots at Williams Brothers originally, and the drive shaft was fine. It's mint. So the trick is here not to get into the paint too bad and shorten it down to 52 3/4. That was the ask, and there was a change of slip yoke too to go to the Tremic 5-speed, or I don't know if it's 5 or 6, but so think about that, a 52 Chevy truck, probably on some kind of a tube chassis situation, or it's not a stock truck by any imagination. And it's got a small block in it that's healthy, and a stick transmission now. Now that sounds fun. I gotta live a little. Anyway, so shortened it probably 4.5 inches. I didn't measure the length before, but it is 52 3/4 now. And I put a new weld joke, splicer weld joke in this end. I almost had it without having to get into the weights down at that end and get into the paint more, but I couldn't quite get it. And the reason is, you cut one end off of these things, hell, even if you take the U-joints out of them, most people don't even know it, but most people don't balance them. But you need to tune the weight up, and I knew Boots had it tuned up when he built it, and it almost stayed the same, but not quite. I had to actually take a little weight off of that end and move it around. And the index changed, basically. So that's cranking, that's about 2,900. 0 at the transmission and 0 at the rear axle. So I'm gonna just wipe this off real good and touch up the paint, and we'll get this back to Joe.